Welcome to my YouTube. Okay, we're doing my hair today. I know. That's pretty cool, right? Never did my hair, so yeah. Okay. Just brushing it. I'm gonna tell y'all a really, really cool story. Okay? So, we sold this car about 3 years ago. And we dropped it off at this guy's work. And I think it was his own little business that he owned. And basically, he made cars into race cars, okay? So, anyways, we sold a Mazda Protege 5. And he never put the car in his name. So the car was in our name. And we didn't know that until just now today. Because we got a ticket in the mail saying that the car was in the impound and it was going to get auctioned off in 30 days if no one claims it. And he made race cars. Now this car was a beat up car when we gave it to him and he was going to build it up. Okay? So, it's in my uncle's name. So my uncle is thinking about going and looking at it. They're not open till Tuesday. So on Tuesday, my uncle's going to go look at it and see if it's worth getting or just what he's going to do. So he might get the race car and then turn around and sell it for way more. But it was dumped. So we're thinking that it might not be in good condition. So we're not trying to get our hopes up or anything about it, but yeah. Oh, I put on too much sheet protectant again. It's the reality. Oh, don't forget to use sheet protectant. Forgot to say that. Ow, 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 ow. Oh my god. That really hurt. Okay. My hair, I feel like, takes forever to do. I might get to see my boyfriend tomorrow. I might not. I'm really hoping I do. Because, I miss him. I only got to see him for 3 hours this week. 3 hours! Girl, I need more time with you. You know? Okay, try not to burn myself. I stayed the night at a friend's house and it was cool. A little bit of drama. So I might tell you about it. Basically, when I got there, I could just tell the vibe was off. Now, I'm gonna give these people names that aren't their actual name. I'm probably gonna be midway through and accidentally say their name, and I'm really not trying to do that, so, okay. I'm gonna use their hair colors, okay? We're gonna say dirty blonde, blonde, and brown, okay? That's gonna be their names. So, I gotta think about, okay. So, as soon as I get in the room, I could tell that brown was the problem. Because I got there really late. I got there at 10, just about, because I was with my boyfriend. So I was the last person to get there. But I don't think I got there too late. I feel like I might have. I don't really know when they started the sleepover. But yeah. Brown, I could just tell, was the problem. She was on her phone, like, and everyone was just like staring at each other. Like, no conversation was going on. And I was like, this is really weird. And I could tell Blonde was really upset about it. And it was Blonde's house, okay? So it was her house that we were at. And she was really upset. And I could just tell that something was up. Like, the vibe was off. And me and Dirty Blonde. What is that? Hang on. Okay, anyways, me and Dirty Blonde start texting about it. Because I'm like, what is going on? So, keep in mind that Dirty Blonde is not the one that owns the house, okay? So I was just talking about Blonde, which owns the house, but now I'm talking about Dirty Blonde. Okay, so me and Dirty Blonde start texting. And I'm like trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, keep in mind that Brown has a boyfriend. Okay? So, anyways, one of the first things that happens when I walk in the room is Dirty Blonde says to Brown, "Don't you have a boyfriend?" As she's on call with another guy. And she's like, "Do you think," and then Brown is like, "Do you seriously think I'm cheating on my boyfriend right now?" And Dirty Blonde was like, "Well, it kind of seems like it." And I could just tell something is wrong, and then that's when me and Dirty Blonde start texting secretly, hiding it from Brown. Not really as much trying to hide it from Blonde, but still kind of not trying to make it to where Blonde knows about it all. And so, anyways, we're just secretly texting. And we're playing a game, okay? And Brown says she's bored mid-game, and I could tell that Dirty Blonde was just like, what? And I was also that way. I was like, what? How are you? Like, we're trying to do something right now. Like, what do you mean? And so, anyways, we were just like, and then Dirty Blonde says, "I wonder why," which Brown very much deserved that comment. And she was still on the phone at this point. And like, anyways, I could tell right away that Brown was the problem. I don't know if I said that, but just a reminder so that we know who was the problem. Because, like, I'm not trying to give you the idea that I ever thought that Dirty Blonde was the problem, because it was obvious that she wasn't. And anyways, yeah. So the whole time I'm like, dang, I really shouldn't have came. Because, like, it was just not good. It was not good. I was not liking it. So, anyways, me and Dirty Blonde are texting, talking about Brown, and Dirty Blonde is pretty upset. She's like, "I'm literally about to blow up on Brown if she doesn't stop. Like, she's been making me mad this whole time that I've been here. Like, she's been ignoring Blonde and me, and just, like, all this stuff." I'm like, yeah, I could tell the vibe was off, and I don't blame you for your cheating comment. Like, I totally understand why you said that. Like, I wouldn't want my boyfriend to be on call with another girl when he has me, you know? Like, that's weird. She's like, yeah, I know, right? So anyways, then, Dirty Blonde leaves the room because she is planning on leaving the sleepover because, like, she's so just annoyed with Brown. So Dirty Blonde is leaving the sleepover. And I'm not telling anyone that, but I feel like they get the vibe and know why she's out there. And then me and Brown start talking. And she's like, I just don't want, and Brown's like, I just don't want Dirty Blonde to, like, say anything to my boyfriend, because, like, I'm so happy right now how we are, and, like, I'm not cheating on him, like, he's a 20-year-old guy, and, like, a family friend that my whole family knows, like, it's not like that, and he has a girlfriend, so it's not even like that. And she also said that his girlfriend was pregnant, and that's why they got back together. And I was like, okay, and then I was on Brown's side. I was originally on Dirty Blonde's side, but then after that, I was on Brown's side. Then, right away, I text, and I was like, does Dirty Blonde know that he's 20? And Brown is like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And so, anyways, then I'm like, I text Dirty Blonde right away, and I'm like, he's 20. Like, if I knew that, I wouldn't have said that I thought she was cheating. Like, I didn't know that. And then she doesn't see it because she's on call with her mom. So she doesn't see it. She comes back in the room, and then she looks at it when she's in the room, and I could tell by her face. It was the first time she ever heard he was 20. Like, it was obvious Brown was lying at that point, and I was like, oh, she did not know. And she's like, what? Meet me in the hall. So then we go out in the hall, and I'm, like, scared that Brown's gonna, like, think we're talking about her, because we are, and, like, I don't want her to get mad at me. But at this point, I didn't know that I wouldn't care later on, because now I really don't care what Brown thinks. But we'll get into why later. That comes later in the story. So, anyways, then me and her are talking, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna ignore that. Brown said that he's 20 and that he's a family friend. And she's like, how's that possible? He literally is the same guy that added her on Snap. Like, that's not true. Like, she asked if I knew him, and I was like, no, she doesn't even know this guy. So it's like, no, it's obviously not a family friend. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, and plus, she's done stuff with 20-year-olds. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm back on your side. Like, yeah, I totally, yeah, no, that's weird. She's like, yeah, I know. And so then we wake up Blonde's mom. Well, I don't think she was ever asleep, because the reason she woke up, I figured out, wasn't because of us. It was because Dirty Blonde's mom texted and said that she was getting picked up. And then she came down to check on why and if everything was okay. And then she saw us out there talking, and she's like, what's going on? And we're just like, Brown is just being a certain way and, like, stuff. And discluding people. Like, apparently, Brown was discluding, Blondes the whole time, and only hanging out with Dirty Blonde. And they were both on call, but Dirty Blonde was on call first with her boyfriend, and Brown was just on call after ignoring everyone. And so, anyways, like, taking all this in, it's a lot of information to remember, trying to remember it all, and basically we tell her mom what's going on, right? And we're just like, yeah, pretty much saying everything that happened with Brown. And her mom's just like, yeah, okay, I'll go in and talk to them. And she did. And then me and Dirty Blonde are just still kind of talking a little bit about all of it. And, like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, maybe she is cheating on her boyfriend. And Dirty Blonde's like, yeah, I know. So it's just, yeah. And then Dirty Blonde leaves. Brown, and Blonde are the only ones at the sleepover now. And honestly, I was hoping it was Brown that was going to be the one that had to leave. Like, she'd get kicked out or something, but it didn't happen. So anyways, the next morning, Brown leaves because she has to leave early to go to the family's house. Anyways, well, her mom picks her up, and Blonde's mom tells Brown's mom everything that went down. And Brown is not even allowed to have a boyfriend. Okay? And so, before this, in the morning before Brown was up, I told Blonde's mom everything. Everything. The 20-year-old, the call, the boyfriend. I told her everything. I'm a little snitch, because I like Dirty Blonde more than Brown, okay? Like, honestly, Brown can be pretty annoying. So, anyways, Blonde is pretty quiet. That's why I was pretty much telling the whole story to her mom, because she's pretty quiet. Like, she does not talk a lot. So I was the one explaining all this to Blonde's mom. So anyways, then it's just a whole big thing. And so then we find out later that Brown is in a lot of trouble because it was not a family friend. Okay? It's not a family friend. And her mom didn't even know that person because the voice didn't sound familiar. The guy was actually 38 and lives in Kentucky. I live in Washington, so that's pretty far away. Washington State, by the way. And so, yeah, that's a whole nother state. So definitely not a family friend. We find out that Brown is in a lot of trouble. Because her parents found out she had a boyfriend that she was not allowed to have. They also found out that she was using Snapchat when she's not allowed to have it. They found out everything. And they filed a police report on the 38-year-old guy. Okay? Now, I'm totally understanding, like, she was definitely being groomed and whatnot. But also, she was not only doing that, but cheating. So that's what makes it wrong. That is most definitely what makes it wrong. So, anyways, then Dirty Blonde comes back over later. We all go to this birthday party, and Brown is out of the picture, and we're all just, like, not friends with Brown anymore. We made it a decision all together, just we weren't going to be friends with her anymore. And Dirty Blonde also made the decision to do what Brown was worried about, and on Wednesday is going to tell Brown's boyfriend everything that happened. And there are witnesses, if he doesn't believe her, that will totally go with what Dirty Blonde is about to say, because we all agree with, like, that she was in the wrong and cheated on her boyfriend. And she doesn't deserve to have a boyfriend if she's a cheater. So she deserves what's about to come to her. She doesn't even know it's about to come to her. And so, yeah. I'm kind of new to this friend group, so, like, I have no clue what has gone on before, but all that Dirty Blonde told me was there has been problems and situations like that before that happened at the sleepover with Brown. So, by the way, I know my hair's brown, but I am not brown. I'm just saying myself for my parts of the story, because, there are two Browns in the story. So anyways, it was just, like, a lot. But yeah, then we find out how much trouble she's in, find out that she's might not be at school for 2 weeks, that her mom found out everything, and that's just a lot for her mom to know. And then now her mom's mad at us, thinking that we started it somehow. And it's like, but we're not in trouble because I don't think her mom said anything to anyone else's mom. So, yeah. That is my little story of what happened. It's a lot of drama. And, yeah. So we're all just, like, not friends with Brown anymore. So that is what's going on with that situation. We are all still friends. Me, Dirty Blonde, and Blonde are all still friends. And we hung out for the rest of the day yesterday, after the sleepover. So, yeah. So, Brown may not have a boyfriend after he finds out what Brown did. So that's really fun. I mean, like, she doesn't deserve him if she's cheating, you know? Which, it was very weird how she was talking to him, because, like, she's, like, the type, it really sounded like she was being a pick-me the whole time, but, like, a pick-me that's in a relationship. She was saying the exact same, like, she had this exact same, like, she was using, like, sentences that she would say to her boyfriend, like, the exact same. And the part that made me, like, say, oh, she's acting like a pick-me, was the fact that she was like, he's a brother to me, as she's talking to him exactly how she talks to her boyfriend. Like, no girl, no he is not. She does it jokingly, like, she says, oh, I hate you, like, jokingly. Like, she does that to her boyfriend, and she did that on the call. Like, it's just like, no. No, he is not like a brother to you. Like, you like him. And so, yeah. I don't know. Might not have a boyfriend after that. So just thought I'd give you all the tea. Okay. I'm gonna spray these. They don't look the best. They were it's kind of hurrying for no reason. So, they kind of suck. But it's okay. I think I'm gonna redo this piece on this side. I think that would just bring it all together, possibly. Oh my god, that made it worse. Alright, I'm gonna try and figure this out. Alright, I'm gonna spray these. I know they don't look the best, but hopefully they will just look better when I brush them out. That's like my goal here. Do we think hairspray is gonna help this? I hope so. Okay. I'm just gonna like scrunch them all up. So, anyways, for the thing with Brown, we're just all not friends with her anymore. And we're gonna all basically tell Brown's boyfriend what happened at the sleepover and what's going on. Because he deserves to know. Now, I know you're not supposed to do this, but because I just put hairspray on, but It needs it. It needs it. If you don't know, I think that hairspray is pretty flammable, I'm pretty sure, so that's like really not good for me. I'm really trying here to make this work. So I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. I have cheated, so I know what cheating looks like. And that's why I was pretty, sure she was cheating. Just by the way she was talking, I know it sounded dumb that, I thought that was cheating. As someone that's cheated, if you act the same way towards a guy that is not your boyfriend when you have a boyfriend, it's pretty obvious. When you're acting the same way towards a guy you like, and you're being the same energy towards your boyfriend and a guy you like, you're cheating. I don't know. I know it sounds stupid, but anytime I did that, it resulted in me cheating. So, I don't cheat anymore. I've not cheated in a while. I know y'all are probably gonna come out at me for that and say, you can't change, once a cheater, always a cheater, and I totally understand that, but I'm being quite honest here. I haven't cheated in a while. So, you can change, but I will say that once a cheater, always a cheater for the same relationship. If you have cheated once in that relationship and then get back with that person after they know you've cheated, nothing's gonna change. Okay, that's the problem. That's why people say it. Because it's only if they stay in the same relationship. But once you get in a new one, you don't cheat. You can't stay in the same relationship and not cheat. I feel like that has never worked for me personally, because it just resulted in me cheating again on the same person. So, I do say once a cheater, always a cheater for those, for the same relationship. But if you get in a new one, I believe it's a second chance to stop cheating. But I do not believe in second chances for going back in a relationship with a cheater. So, yeah, there's that. I'm gonna brush it out. I heard that you're supposed to brush it out with this, a wide tooth comb. Pretty sure that's what this is. So we're gonna do that. I think I'm gonna section it half and half like I was before with the hairspray. Okay. I hate combs with a passion. I feel like these aren't gonna hold very well for some reason. They look better on this side. What happened? Okay. I feel like if I just do that a little bit might help. Okay, I'm gonna do my makeup and I'll be back. Or should I just do it on here and make a very long video? I think I'm gonna torture you guys. Okay. So, you guys could have watched me do a makeup tutorial. I'm so happy. My friend gave me this mascara. I'm gonna maybe possibly use it today. I don't really know. Okay. It's in here. Okay. concealer, the usual spots. I played Clue. Last night with my nanny. It's like a super fun game, but like what ruined it was the fact I was also playing with my brother. And he has to play games with. Today I don't think I'm going anywhere, but I want to take cute pictures, and it's only 11:48 a.m. So yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna put on powder over the places I put concealer. I'll be back. Okay. So as you may know, I got my boyfriend's hoodie, and it's a dirt bike hoodie with his last name on it. And I went to this party, a birthday party, for my friend's, the neighbors, her friend's neighbor's birthday party. And we went to it, and on our way out, one of the people that was there was like, "You ride dirt bikes?" And I was like, "No, I ride four-wheelers, but my boyfriend rides dirt bikes." And oh my god, that is all I wanted someone to ask me was whose hoodie I was wearing. And then this guy goes, "So that's your boyfriend's hoodie?" I'm like, "Yeah." Oh my god. Like, I loved the fact that I could say whose hoodie I was wearing. Because, like, I wanted to tell someone so bad. Like, I wanted someone to ask so that I could just be like, "Yeah, it's my boyfriend's hoodie," you know? Like, I don't know. It made me so happy someone asked. Because, like, I love my boyfriend's clothes. People to notice when I'm wearing them. I don't know, maybe I sound stupid, but I don't really care. Because that's how I feel. My nanny told me to start wearing less blush. I'm trying to do that, but as we can tell, I'm putting on more. But I'm trying to keep it subtle and not as much. I think it's already looking like it's not as much, so that's a plus. And I'm doing really good trying to blend it, so hopefully that also helps. Oh my god, my hand is hurting. Okay. By the way, that guy was like, I don't know, 30, 40. So it's not like he even knew me. But, you know, still. Someone noticed. Well, they didn't notice, but they asked. And that's all that matters. I'm a little bit obsessed with my boyfriend, if we cannot tell. Like, obsessed. Okay, now I'm doing the brow lash thing, so I'll be back. My arm hurts so bad. Also, here is that. Now, oh my god, my arm! What was I gonna do? Oh, mascara. Okay, I'm gonna do mascara and I'll be back. Now I'm gonna do lipstick and lip gloss, so I'll be back. Okay, there it is done. Thanks for watching, and